I look back on all those good times we once shared, and I must have been blind just to think I'd find someone new, one who loved me better than you. Well, it may come as a surprise. Loneliness has opened my eyes. I tried every love I could find. Still I can't get you out of my mind. 'Cause there's no one in the world to love me. No one in the world's gonna move me. No one in the world can love me like you do, baby. Every time I'm with someone, loving you, yes, I wanna run. I wanna run.
Hello, everybody.
No one in the world. Are you happy now with your life? Well, for me, I'm breaking inside for something sure, and I cannot see. I know, and you are with me, baby. No one in the world gonna hold me. No one in the world can love me like you do, baby. Every time I'm with someone, loving you and wanna run, I wanna run back to your arms again. And no one in the world loves me like you do. Please take me back, but baby can't go on. I'm not happy, and my life without you. I'll do whatever it takes.
You know you got it.
With these changes, I realize I need you here in my
Put a 1 in the chat to let me know you guys can see me and hear me. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to Bayou Sugar. I am Bayou Sugar. Make sure y'all can see me and hear me. Oh, volume low. Okay, let me turn it back up. All right. What about now? Can you guys hear me? Is it better? Yes. Okay. Sweet Song said volume low. Okay. What about now? Okay, better. Okay. Well, welcome in everyone to Bayou Sugar Garden. I am Bayou Sugar. I want to thank everyone for being here. Thank you for coming in and being with me. Um, I want to thank everyone that's live in the chat tonight. Thank you to those who are in the bushes. Thank you for those who are catching the replay. If you have not already, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, go ahead and share me out just in case there's someone that may not know that I am live right now. So if y'all share it out, they will be notified that I am live. And thank you to those who are catching the replay. If I didn't say it already, and saying it again, I thank you all. Also, remember, you guys are always able to type SHUGA in the chat whenever you are here so that Nightbot can't drop your link. And Nightbot has showed up, so you guys can type it now. That way, when Nightbot drop your link, we can connect with each other. There may be someone in the chat here tonight that wants to connect with you or someone that catch the replay, and we can all stay connected and help each other out. So let me speak to a few people that we have here tonight. Sonia Siegler, welcome in. Thank you for being here. My Renaissance Grandma, thank you for being here. Unbiased LLC, hey, thank you for being here. Homesteader Rachel, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Sweet Thumb, hello, hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Miss Deborah Garrett, thank you for being here. GT Junior, Groveland, Alaska, thank you for being here. Okay, let's see. I believe that is everyone. I appreciate all of you guys for being here with me tonight. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to come on in and lay your eyes on your girl Sugar. I am doing fine, y'all. I am all better. Hear my nose not stuffed up. Okay, you say my mic volume low compared to my claps. Huh, let's see. Let's see what I could do to fix that. That's the claps volume. It might be my headphones. No, no, no. I might just need to talk louder. Let me take my. No, my volume is turned all the way up. It might just be my mic. Let me just put my mic closer to my mouth so y'all can hear me. Hopefully that's better. If not, I'll just have to talk a little bit louder so y'all can hear me. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Yeah, I'm seeing on my microphone. Yeah, it's not picking up. Okay, so I'm gonna just have my microphone a little bit closer so y'all can hear me. Cause it's not picking up. Usually it picks up when I'm far away, but I guess tonight is in its feelings. But we gonna work with that. We can work with that. The show must go on. Hey Peggy, bro, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Texas Lala, welcome in. I appreciate you. Y'all let me know how is the volume now. If it's not good, I'll just take these headphones off. Cool Gamer, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hey, Crafty Leo in the building. What's up, Mike's Chaotic Gardening in the building? Hopefully, this with me holding this mic closer, y'all can hear me a little bit better. Or am I still low? Y'all let me know. If I'm still low, I'll just unplug this. No one in the world. Because we don't necessarily have to have this. Hey, Growing with Hudson. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Okay, let me just unplug this. Okay, it might be my headphones. Not sure, but I'm not gonna sit and find out because I know this the computer works. So y'all let me know if that is better. Let's see if I missed anybody else that came in. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Okay, Crafty says it's louder now, so much better. Okay, good, good, good. Gotcha. All right. So the problem was my headphones. But so thank y'all for being here. Hey Nettles Nest, welcome in. We are one time for Nettles Nest. We are continuing our series with um medicinal herbs. Sweet Thumb said it's the iPhone, don't matter even if you're using it. Oh, okay. We are continuing our series on medicinal herbs. Continue. We are going to go over some more of the herbs, especially some ones that if you haven't gotten your herbs, I have a couple of these tonight that you can just walk into the store and get them. Well, at least I found them at my local store. And hopefully it'll be in your local store. So if you're participating in the Planter Herbs Garden Challenge, I have a couple of these herbs that you can go and get that will help you out. What I wanted to remind you guys of as well, so we won't be stressing on um, these herbs. It's a challenge, but you gonna have fun with it as well. So what I wanted to remind you guys of is what are herbs. So if you were like me, I was like just really like thinking of like anything that's green with no flowers. I just thought it was just that's what is herbs. But herbs, according to Google, is are leaves and almost uh and all of herbs are leaves, and although most of them come from herbaceous plants like
I can't even talk. An herbaceous plant has woody, stocky stems. A few do come from woody plants like bay leaves, basil, rosemary, parsley, and all of that. So a herb can be a plant or a plant part that is used for medicinal, savory, or aromatic purposes. So it doesn't, a herb is just not something that's ugly or something that doesn't have flowers. Um, let's see, somebody else came in because I was thinking that herbs didn't have flowers, but some of them do. So in your hunt to narrow down what herbs that you want, hopefully that will help you out with finding some. Hey, Tempest Creek, thank you for being here. Tim said, what is an herb? I'm clueless." Uh, so I just wanted to make sure, hopefully that may help somebody out that wasn't clear on, may not be clear on what is considered an herb. So, Planters Garden TV challenge starts the first, which is this week. You have to upload your video, which is what, this Friday. So those of you who are participating, I suggest you get on it. If you haven't gotten your herbs by now, uh, you need to get it. You need to get it. So we're gonna go over our some of the things on our list. Let me share my screen with you guys so that we can see the spreadsheet. Okay, that's the spreadsheet. Okay. Okay. Um, I don't know what's going on with my phone. But anyway, uh here I go. Y'all can see me. Put it like this so y'all can see me because I have my name covering me up. So, guys, the first herb that I want to go over that that you can actually go and find in Dollar Tree. And one of them is baby's breath. Baby's breath is an herb. I don't have my book right here with me. Oh well, I don't need it because I got all the information on here. So baby's breath is you'll find it in Dollar Tree, but it won't say baby's breath. I'm gonna show you it on our list. Oh, we got a long list. At least at my Dollar Tree, it had a lot of those there. And I know all of y'all that are older, around my age or older, y'all know baby's breath because everybody had that in their wedding when we was younger, or people put it in their hair. Um, it seemed like every wedding when I was little, everybody had baby's breath in their, where is it? In their wedding. It was part of the arrangement. I'm looking for it on my list. Did I not add it? That could be possible. I hope y'all having a good Sunday. I am totally having a good Sunday. I'm so glad I am not under the weather as much anymore. I have been drinking my tea, um, drinking my mullein tea with the spearmint, and it helps me out a lot. It definitely stopped my nose from running, and it stopped everything all up here so that I can blow it out of my nose. So usually around this time of year when I get sick and I have those problems, um, I have to go to the doctor and get steroid shot. But this time I did not. Last year I think I had to go so much that they told me, had to warn me, hey, you coming too close in between these shots. You're only supposed to allow like a certain amount of months before you can get the shot. Um, it's not safe for us to give you one now, but I was so sick at that time I had to get one. So I did not add this to our list, which I thought I did. So I'm going to add it now, and y'all see it when I type it up here because I definitely cannot pronounce it. Okay, but I do have the seed, and I'll show you what the seed packet look like. GYPSOPH. I guess gypsophilia. That's what it's called, gypsophilia, baby's breath. And Ms. Linda talked about this in not the last live that she had today, but the live before that. And she talked about it in, I think, one of her shorts. She throws the seeds. She threw the seeds over her garden as paw flowers. So she has that. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to go up to make sure I haven't forgotten any comments. Uh, Everybody's speaking. Uh-oh. Tampa says, I'm with you until 10. Okay. I got to get back to work at 6 a.m. Oh, Lord. I'll catch the replay. No problem, Tampa. He said, I see y'all going to actually make me go into a Dollar Tree. Hey, they have a lot of stuff in there that can help you out. A lot of stuff in there. Let me grab my book and the seed so I can show y'all so y'all can know what y'all looking at when you're actually going in there. Give me 1 second. The baby breath seed. Let me make myself big so y'all can see. This is the one that's in Dollar Tree. And it has medicinal purposes. Y'all see the name? All right. And it is in our book for reference. Let me go back. If you haven't gotten this book, the information for that is also in this book as well. And I'm going to tell you what they say in this book as far as using baby's breath. So that's one that you can get from Dollar Tree. Y'all, my mom in there talking so loud. I'm just hoping y'all can't understand what she's saying because all she doing is gossiping. But anywho, life must go on. Okay, gypsophilia. Y'all check out Miss Linda's video. Gypsophilia. I should have marked it. Okay, I should have marked it. We'll come back to that one. We'll come back to that one and add the information into that. Let's go to the next one on our list. The next one I'm gonna go over fennel, and I'll share this video with you guys on fennel. Wait a minute. Why y'all can't see it? Okay, my screen stopped sharing. Let me put it back. Okay, let's try this one more again. Fennel. Okay, so he did fennel, which we which he said which is good for cataracts, and he also mentioned golden seal. So we have on our list, if you look, fennel here. I have the video that we just watched where he mentioned and uses for cataracts. Also, he mentioned golden seal. I do have that on our list. Let's just add cataracts. I don't have that use on there for that one. Okay, the other seed that you can find, and I left that one in the living room too, at Dollar Tree, that is also an herb. Let me grab that. It's called, let me not butcher it. Let me get it. I don't want to butcher it. Hold up. Before I get it, let me check y'all comments. Let's see. Put baby breath in parentheses. Okay, I'll do that. Tampa's Creek. Let me put that in parentheses so y'all will know. Bam. That's updated. All right. See. Okay. So we got a question for Sweet Thumb. Hey, African Dreaming. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Nettles Nest said, yes, baby breath is also in bouquets, a lot of bouquets. Okay, Nettle Nest dropped fennel today. I had some fennel nice growing and the cold knocked out. Looks like some might come back. Okay. Y'all couldn't hear the video? Oh, I replayed it. It's not very loud. Let me see. Hey, Miss T with the T. Thank you for being here. Y'all couldn't hear the video for the baby's breath. Let me try that one again since y'all couldn't really hear it. Make sure my volume turned up. Number one. It's all the way up. Not baby's breath. That was for fennel. Okay, let me try this again with the fennel. I hope y'all could heard it that time a little bit better. Was that better with the sound for the video? I might have to put my earphones back in if because I think that might help with the sound of the video. Y'all let me know. Not really. Okay. Let me try something. Let me try something. Hold on. All right, y'all. Oh, that's the wrong screen I'm sharing. I'm sharing the live stream to y'all. I'm not trying to share the live stream. I don't know why the volume on the video is not good. I have no idea. I don't know. Sorry, y'all. But anywho, I'll just tell y'all. So we have the fennel, and then let's see. Hello. Okay, yeah, y'all can hear me. I don't know what, but in that video, he basically was saying both of them was good. Fennel and golden seal is good for cataract. Okay, these are two other herbs. Let me make myself big that you can find at Dollar Tree. African daisy is a good herb. I'll tell you what that is for in a second. And this one. Both of these are great herbs to have, especially this one. When I tell y'all what this one is for, you're definitely going to want to have that one. So that's three of them that you can go and get from the dollar store: the baby breath, the helichrysum, and the African daisy. Okay. Another one that you probably have in your yard is white clover. Let me see if I can show you guys a picture of that. That one I could literally just go in my yard and pick it up. That's how if you let your grass cut, let me tell you what it look like. If you let your grass grow and those 4-leaf clover patches, y'all know what I'm talking about, the 4-leaf clover patches. Well, those little white flowers that grow in they're not 4-leaf, they 3-leaf if you find a 4 one is lucky. But the clover patches, the 3-leaf clover patches, and the white little flowers that grow in that y'all pick and make your little flower headband, that's white clover. So that's 4 herbs that you can go get, or you can go out in your yard and get if you don't have it. It's everywhere. for these kids. Okay, so I'm going to get the page for the white clover and the baby's breath and the helichrysum, and I'm going to show y'all this video for ashwagandha. Hopefully y'all can hear it. Let's look at that one.
The history of herbs. Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, or winter cherry, is an evergreen shrub in the nightshade family that grows in India, the Middle East, and parts of Africa. This species has a short tender shrub, branches extend from a central stem, and its leaves are dull gray. Flowers are small, green and bell-shaped, and the ripe fruit is orange-red. Ashwagandha has been used for thousands of years for its medicinal properties. Arabic experts claim that the earliest mention of the herb is found in the Sharaka Samhita, which is one of two foundational medical texts that has survived from ancient India. The text is based on the Isha Samhita, an 8th century BC encyclopedic medical compendium. The versatile herb is used to boost energy levels, decrease anxiety and stress, and reduce pain and inflammation. Al-Rasa, a Persian physician from medieval times, wrote about the uses of this powerful herb in his book. Research shows that this herb significantly reduces levels of cortisol, which is the primary stress hormone, and helps reduce stress and anxiety. Ashwagandha is also used to improve sexual health, as the herb can boost testosterone levels in males. The root of the plant is said to support erectile dysfunction, increase libido, and enhance sexual pleasure. Thank you for watching The History of Herbs, brought to you by theherb.com.
All right, that's ashwagandha. So I have on there on our list stress, anxiety, and sexual dysfunction. Let's see. Okay, so let me check the chat and see if y'all had any questions. Hopefully y'all was able to hear that video. And hey 10, welcome in. Thank you for being here. 10 speaking everybody. Oh, she asked me to drop, yeah. Maybe mute yourself while it's playing. If I mute, let me try. Because if I mute myself, let me see. Mute myself. Okay, so if I mute myself, it mutes the video. So
Arabic experts claim that the earliest mention of the herb is found in the Sharaka Samhita, which is one of two foundational medical texts that has survived from ancient India. The text is based on the Isha Samhita, an 8th century BC encyclopedic medical compendium. The versatile herb is used to boost energy levels, decrease anxiety and stress, reduce pain and inflammation. Al-Rasa, a Persian physician from medieval times, wrote about the uses of this powerful herb in his books. Research shows that this herb significantly reduces levels of cortisol, which is the primary stress hormone. It helps
let me put my headphones back in and play the video. I think it'll be louder if I put my headphones in. So let me try that.
The history of herbs. Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, or winter cherry, is an evergreen shrub in the nightshade family that grows in India, the Middle East, and parts of Africa. This species has a short, tender shrub, branches extend from a central stem, and its leaves are dull green. The flowers are small, green and bell shaped, and the ripe fruit is orange red. Ashwagandha has been used for thousands of years for its medicinal properties. Ayurvedic experts claim that the earliest mention of the herb is found in the Charaka Samhita, which is one of two foundational medical texts that has survived from ancient India. The text is based on the Agnisha Samhita, an 8th century BC encyclopedic medical compendium. The versatile herb is used to boost energy levels, decrease anxiety and stress, and reduce pain and inflammation. Al Rasa, a Persian physician from medieval times, wrote about the uses of this powerful herb in his books. Research shows that this herb significantly reduces levels of cortisol, which is the primary stress hormone, and helps reduce stress and anxiety. Ashwagandha is also used to improve male sexual health, as the herb can boost testosterone levels in males. The root of the plant is said to support erectile dysfunction, increase libido, and enhance sexual pleasure. Thank you for watching The History of Herbs, brought to you by dherbs.com.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with this sound. Like I'm having to do too much. I know uh it must be an issue, a bug issue with the system, with Evie Muxie's system. Okay, because now I'm pretty sure y'all can't hear me too well, but it's okay. So I'm going to play the video again on Fennel so y'all can hear that because that wasn't too loud. And then I'll check the chat after that. So I saw a couple of people come in that I missed. There we go.
Boost your eye health with these herbs. Fennel has nutrients like vitamin A and C, which are antioxidants that help in preventing macular degeneration. Also, the nutrients in fennel can help in slowing down cataracts from worsening. Grapeseed extract is an immune boosting herb that improves circulation and eyesight. It works by strengthening the retina. Passion flower extract is great for healing eye strain and can also do wonders as a nerve relaxer. It is known to relax the blood vessels in the eyes. Golden seal is useful in reducing irritation and inflammation of the eyes. It's prepared as an eye wash for curing eye infections. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and follow to learn more about healing herbs. And check out dherbs.com, a place for healthy living.
Okay, so okay, y'all say y'all can hear me just fine. I don't good. And I still had tear up comment up there. Y'all couldn't hardly see. Okay, let's see. Gidros Farm, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hey, Renee Gordon, hello. Thank you for being here. Tamika Davis, welcome in, Tamika. Thank you for being here. Okay, so we can hear you. Sound is good. David Coy with the crop, Watermelon King, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Did I miss anyone else? Oh, you was finna say it? You was finna say it? David, I know you know everybody, not everybody, but people are waiting. They waiting. They waiting to knock you off your throne, buddy. But I know you ain't gonna let that happen. Had to plug my computer. Okay, so the helichrysum, the one that we got from David say they can't beat me. So the one that we got from the that you can get from the Dollar Tree, this one that I showed, be bigger so y'all can see. So it says that it is good for fungal infections, menstrual disorders, urinary tract infections, and hypertension. It is also good for like you can use it as an essential oil. You can use it. It has analgesic, which is pain relief. You can use it as an antimicrobial, and support in regenerating skin tissue. So, like on a wound or something, you can put it on there. So that's the one from Dollar Tree, the helichrysum. So I'll add all of that information to our list once we get off the live. Now the African daisy, the one I told you also you can get from Dollar Tree. So the African daisy is anti-cancerous, uh, anti-inflammatory, and antioxidant. The leaves and the flowers. I will find a recipe and post it. I haven't found anyone with the recipe for that one, but there are recipes for the helichrysum for essential oils for that one. And the baby's breath. Let me put my seed back. What my helichrysum? Oh, go back to my baby's breath. Okay, baby's breath is also anti-cancerous. Oh, that's basically what it does. It's anti-cancerous. I thought I saw something else. It do say that some people use it for dessert garnishes. So the flowers are edible. You can put it in salads. Like if you have other greens that you want to mix it with, you can put it in a mixed green salad. They are bitter, but they are edible. So got that, and we got fennel. Let's see. He said, "Clutching my pearls on there." He like it. Ah. Okay, the ones we was talking about. So the baby breath. This is baby's breath, David. Gypsophilia. You can find that at Dollar Tree. Miss Linda did a video on that too, the New Orleans gardener, and that's anti-cancerous. You can eat the flowers. They have, I think, pink and white flowers. You can put it in salads. This is the helichrysum, anti-cancerous, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial. You can make an oil out of it. If you get a cut or something, it's good for healing, basically for the cut. And African daisy as well. That one is anti-cancerous as well, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. You can make tinctures with that one as well. Oh, you got baby breath? Okay, he got that one. And then we talked about clover, David. If you have clover in your yard, white clover, that's one. If you looking for some more herbs for the urban planta herbal herbal. I can't talk tonight, y'all. Urban herbal garden challenge. What's wrong with my mouth and my tongue? Okay, so we're gonna talk about holy basil. I know y'all have heard about that before. Let's learn about holy basil. Y'all ready? Let me fix the screen back so I can have it up there. All right, so we're gonna do holy basil.
The history of herbs. Talusi. Talusi, also known as holy basil, is a scarce plant in the Hindu tradition. Hindus regard it as an earthly manifestation of the goddess Talusi Devi. She is regarded as the avatar of Lakshmi, and thus the consort of the god Vishnu. The Talusi plant is regarded as the holiest of all plants, and is thought to be a threshold plant between heaven and earth. A traditional prayer narrates that the creator god Brahma resides in its branches. All Hindu pilgrimage centers resides in its roots. All deities are in its stem and leaves, and the most scarce Hindu texts, the Vedas, are found in the upper part of the holy basil's branches. Tulsi has been used in Ayurvedic and Siddha practices for its supposed treatment of diseases. For centuries, the dried leaves have been mixed with stored grains to repel insects. The essential oil may have properties against plant parasites. The Tulsi herb is the center of household religious devotion, particularly among women, and is referred to as the woman's deity and a symbol of wifehood and motherhood. It is also called the central sectarian symbol of Hinduism and is considered as the manifestation of God in the plant kingdom. Vaishnavish traditionally used japa malas, a string of Hindu prayer beads made from Tulsi stems or roots called Tulsi malas, which are an important symbol of the initiation. Indian mythology attaches a great significance to Tulsi by recognizing actual health applications of the herb. Its use is recommended as a first aid in the treatment of respiratory, digestive, and skin diseases. Apart from these common ailments, Ayurveda also recognizes its use for diseases ranging up to tumorous growths. Thank you for watching The History of Herbs, brought to you by dherbs.com.
Okay, so that's another good one. Talusi or Talasi, also known as holy basil. David said, "Have you?" Oh, he have crimson clover. Yes, that's that one's a good one too. Have you heard of amaranth? Yes, I actually picked up amaranth seeds week before last. I was looking for one more, and that was the last medicinal herb that I got. I went into my feeding seed shop and I asked them, I was like, "What medicinal herbs y'all have?" And the lady was like, "Well, the only one that we have in the flower section was the amaranth." And she was telling me how it has biblical, um, is very mentioned a lot in the Bible. So that's one that I do. I have it. Did I add it to our list? Let me see. Amaranth. That's one that I should have added. If I haven't added it, I'll add it now. But I do have that those seeds, David. So yes, that's another medicinal herb. In my book is good for ulcers, TB, um, anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, lowers your cholesterol, and is good for weight loss. But I'll get some more. Y'all can see me as I type it on here. Amaranth. I got the seed packet out, and I'll add. We'll talk about that one more in depth. I'll find some more videos on amaranth for that one, and I'll add the information that we just got for holy basil to our list as well. All right, it's crunch time um for the Kenta Herb Garden Challenge. Okay, most of y'all are doing the hibiscus rose, uh, sorrel. I think we all know about that. I won't go over that one. Let's do lilac. Lilac is a flower, medicinal plant. So it'll be easy to find if you go to like Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere like that. Let's see what the medicinal purposes of lilac are.
Drinking coffee every day didn't work for me, but I couldn't figure out why until I went from 184.
Hey folks, how's it going? So, today I'm going to teach you how to make a lilac tincture. You're like, what? A lilac tincture? A lot of people think of lilacs just as something that smells pretty. Maybe you see somebody make a syrup now and then. Maybe the rooster has something to say about it. But she has a lot of fantastic herbal and medicinal properties that go a lot further than like making a really pretty colored syrup, right? Nothing wrong with the syrup. The syrup will definitely contain these properties, but let's make a tincture, right? So now you might have watched me make a lot of tinctures in the past. This one's going to be a little bit different, but don't worry, it's still super easy, and you are 100% smart enough to do this. I promise. So, interesting fact about lilacs before we jump in. They actually have a particular type of volatile oil, which is what makes her smell amazing, that isn't water soluble. It also isn't alcohol soluble. It is fat soluble. And the thing is, most of the time when we're working with medicinal plants, we are wanting their terpenes amongst other various properties in them, right? Like terpenes aren't the only thing that matter. Most people know terpenes because you smoke some weed and hear about terps and things like that, but whatever, it's in all plants. It's what's called VOCs, volatile organic compounds, in their natural state. When they're just like you could naturally encounter this amount, they're good for you. When they're refined, like something like essential oils, which are just volatile organic compounds that have been refined and extracted from a plant, they can do a lot of harm because you would never naturally encounter that amount of VOC. Anyhow, but because these particular terpenes are only soluble in fat, that means if you make a normal tincture or a vinegar or whatever, a syrup or anything like that, if you don't have some sort of fat content in there, you're not catching her smell, not catching most of her flavor. You're also not catching her herbal and medicinal properties that we are after. So why would we want to start making a lilac tincture? So first thing you're going to need is your jar and your little lilacs. I'm just going to watch me cut this up into there. Now, I'm not really worried if you get a little leaf in there, but typically I'm just trying to focus on the blooms. A little bit of stem is okay. You don't have to painstakingly take off every little bloom. You really don't. So lilacs are amazing at supporting our entire system, from recovering to disease to preventing disease. She is just a really, really, really amazing ally, and she's one that I've been working with heavily this spring. I am currently dealing with adrenal exhaustion, just because past couple years have been rough for everybody. um, and so she is just really going to help support my body through this transition, right? She's going to help like build optimum health, but also be like, fuck off disease, get out of here. You don't need to be creeping in, right? Because if you didn't know, in general, when we're really stressed out all the time, we are really, really prone to disease and just nastiness and illnesses and all kinds of things going around. Um, but beyond that, as if that wasn't enough to get to know her, she's also really, really fantastic for supporting, of course, your natural immune system functions. She's anti-parasitic, which is actually really handy if your body's ran down, because when you're really tired and you're really like something else is going on, another health situation, anything like that that you need support with, we are really a lot more prone to pick up parasites. And we might think that we live in like this super sterile world, and we kind of do. We definitely over sterilize things. But actually, by proxy, that kind of makes us even more susceptible. So it's kind of like we double down with like being too clean, so our body can't recognize anything. That's a risk, and being so worn down that like once it gets in there, it can't fight it off. It could be anything from pinworms, tapeworms, SIBO, things like that, just bacterial or worm growth, things like that that you can just kind of pick up from anywhere. You can pick up from petting your dog, your cat, going swimming in the river, not washing your lettuce, or washing your lettuce when the water was contaminated. There are so many ways to get parasites that's kind of creepy. But so she's anti-parasitic, and that is really, really fantastic. But she's also really good for anybody who has fevers or sore throats, or if you have a lot of like phlegm buildup that you're wanting to get rid of. Um, she is just really amazing for that, and she smells great, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorite smells. Like it's one of like my like fond childhood memories. Like
Mine
where
too.
the neighborhood that I grew up in, it was like at some point probably those trees were so old. So at some point in like the 20s, the 1920s, they must have just the whole neighborhood got together and said, let's plant a fucking lilac tree in every inch possible. And so I'd be walking home, and it would be like we were under like tunnels of lilacs, right? It's a big thing for me. Now the color doesn't matter. There's white lilacs, there's light purple, there's dark purple, and there's even yellow. I haven't worked with the yellow one yet. My mom got some last year, and I was like, oh my god, it's yellow, and it's so pretty. But the color doesn't matter. You just want to get them when they're fully opened and fully bloomed. Not that they're like toxic or anything before that happens. It's just that you do want to get her when her volatile oils are like
What's one of the
Oh,
scariest side effects of type 2? Losing a foot! Anyone who's been
out, big, right? And that happens when she's in bloom because she's trying to attract pollinators. But she's also, good for, I think I already said fevers, and she's fantastic for sore throats. And she's one of those allies that's definitely in the food realm. So I consider her safe for like regular use. Um, so basically, all I'm doing is I'm trimming off the little sections of blooms here. I'm not worried about the little bit of stem on there. I mean, I don't know that you can't use the entire part. I grew up with my grandma doing it this way, where we just trim off the little bits. Now, when you're making something like a jelly or like a syrup or something like that, most people try to take the blooms off completely because the green will have it like taste kind of stemmy, right? Like it just has that green flavor to it when you're really just after the blooms. Now you're noticing that I'm not gonna be cutting these up. Blooms are like 90% water. They're so like their cells, their membranes are so alcohol and water permeable that there is just no reason to cut these up other than just off of the stem. And so basically, I'm just filling my jar. I'm going to push it down a little bit. I'm not going to pack it. I don't want to pack it because you'd be filling it forever and then you'd have too much in there. But
okay. So I'm gonna stop that there. She goes on to show you guys how to make the tincture. I've already attached it to our sheet, so you can go back and watch that. Watch the rest of it. But what I want to mention to you guys is I've used lilac um, oil before. I get it from like this. I used to get it from this apothecary store in New Orleans, and she would extract flower essence from different kinds of flowers. But the lilac one was one of them, and it was one of my favorites.
And with that one, let me tell you, you can make the oil. And the good thing about oils that you extract from flowers that have strong smells, you can use that as a perfume. If you put it on like right after you get out the shower or something, it, oh my God, it lasts a long time. You can also, if you don't want to put that oil straight on you, you could put it in some lotion, put a few drops in a non-scented lotion, mix it up and use that. Trust me, you will not go wrong with that. You will not. David says, what about kinks, kinsey tree? No, I've never heard of that one. But I'll look that up for you and get some information on it. Sweet Thumb says, I have three types of amaranth and haven't gotten a mature one yet. My fault though. Oh, okay. This this is my first time growing amaranth. David says he has the perfect lilac. Yes, it is a pretty plant. Very pretty. Sweet Thumb says I tried to grow the red but kept screwing around. Had some. Ooh, let me give me a tissue, y'all. Had some in the hydroponic that was doing okay, but shut that down. I'll drop some seeds in the morning. Yes, it does. It is. That's one that I don't have. That it won't be as part of my herbs that I'm growing for the Planter TV challenge, but it is one that I would definitely have. That one. And gardenia. I love how gardenia smell. Some people say gardenia smell like old folks. I like how it smells. So that's that one. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Y'all ever heard of well yeah, we could I was gonna do that one. Horsetail. I'm trying to get the ones that I know that you guys can go and get. We talked about turmeric already. I think we did nasturtiums. Yeah, we talked about nasturtiums. Miss Shirley told y'all. Y'all can find nasturtiums at Dollar Tree too. I think cranberry, acai, echinacea. I don't think we talked about echinacea. Echinacea is at Dollar Tree as well. Let's do echinacea.
The history of herbs. Echinacea. Echinacea has been utilized for hundreds of years in North America, in part because it's a botanical that is native to this continent. At first, this herb was used extensively by Native Americans well into the 19th and 20th centuries. In the late 1800s, Joseph Mayer was a traveling salesman who went from town to town peddling goods from his wagon. He learned from the Plains Indians the virtues of the Kansas root. The Indians have been using it for hundreds of years for wounds, colds, and snake bites. Mayer made an alcohol tincture of his root and claimed his tonic was a cure for virtually anything. He traveled the western frontier selling his tonic, and if you ever heard the term snake oil salesman, this is where the term originated from. By the early 1800s, there was a huge influx of Chinese immigrants. They became a great cheap labor force while suffering from racial prejudice as they worked the fields, deepened mines, or building railroads. The Chinese brought with them their traditional medicines, with one happening to be snake oil, which had soothing properties that helped with arthritis and bursitis. Chinese snake oil was rich in omega 3s and was a truly effective medicine, but because there was no regulation and no shortage of unscrupulous business people, suddenly the market was flooded with snake oils that ranged from great to absolutely worthless. and thus the term snake oil became associated with quack medicine. Mayer's echinacea tincture was labeled as snake oil. Mayer, however, wanted to find the root properties of his tonic, so he shipped his elixir to Professor John King, one of the nation's leading physicians and herbalists, and author of King's American Dispensary. King informed Mayer that he couldn't identify any herb from his tonic, so Mayer sent off the entire echinacea plant to King, who put the entire project on the back burner. Professor King's wife was dying of cancer, and nothing had helped thus far, and King feared her end was near. A few months later, Professor King's wife had a full recovery, and King professed that his medicines saved her. She, however, to his astonishment, was not following his medical advice and was in fact taking Professor Mayer's snake oil that King shelved. The current consensus in the field of echinacea research is that the plant can have immune stimulatory effects or anti inflammatory effects on immunity. There is a growing community of scientists who attribute the usefulness of echinacea in treating infection to its ability to block the inflammatory response, thereby suppressing symptoms. This stimulatory effect may aid the body in warding off infection and can be helpful in preventing colds and the flu. Thank you for watching The History of Herbs.
So that is a really good plant. Miss T, if you still in here, I sent you some echinacea. I made sure I put that in your bag because of its anti-inflammatory um, properties. Good for like I know you suffer from the arthritis, so that will be good for you. Sweet Thumb said, "Do they have lilac at Dollar Tree?" I did not see it at mine. That's not to say they don't have it, but I didn't see it at mine. What I did see was California poppy. I had some poppies. Did I add that to our list? Let's check and see. Poppies is a medicinal plant. Don't look like I did. Let me add that to it. I'll have that for y'all next time. Poppies. For all of you who have watched The Wizard of Oz, and y'all would know a little bit about poppies. Okay, so let's do another one. Let's see. I did the. I said I was gonna do the horsetail. I'm gonna do that one, but let me make sure I didn't miss. We did the turmeric. We did the moringa. I'm trying to make sure. Let's do fenugreek because you can find fenugreek in stores around here. And then we can do ginkgo biloba. Yeah, we do fenugreek, ginkgo biloba, and horsetail.
These herbs can help lower blood sugar. Gymnema contains substances that decrease the absorption of sugar from the intestine. It may also increase the amount of insulin in the body and the growth of cells in the pancreas. Fenugreek seeds are high in soluble fiber, which helps with lowering blood glucose levels by slowing down digestion and the absorption of carbohydrates. For this reason, it has been suggested that these seeds may be effective in managing diabetes. Ginseng has been used to improve fasting blood sugar levels, insulin resistance, triglycerides, total cholesterol, and LDL in people with type 2 diabetes. Don't forget to like and follow to learn more about healing herbs. And check out dherbs.com.
Okay, he talked about several, but the main one is fenugreek. I'm a diabetic, so fenugreek is good for me. So I think I have fenugreek. I'm not sure. I think I have the fenugreek seeds. GT says he made it home. Okay, good, GT. Glad you made it home safe. Let's do the ginkgo. I can't never say that right. Ginkgo biloba, biloba, baba baluba, baba balloon.
The History of Herbs, Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba, commonly known simply as ginkgo, is a species of tree native to China. It is the last living species in the order of Ginkgowilds, which first appeared over 290 million years ago. Fossils, very similar to the living species belonging to the genus Ginkgo, extend back to the Middle Jurassic period, approximately 170 million years ago. Although ginkgo, known in China as the maidenhair tree, and other species of the genus were once widespread throughout the world for centuries, it was thought to be extinct in the wild. Its population range shrank, and by 2 million years ago was restricted to a small area of China. Some planted trees at temples are believed to be over 1,500 years old. The ginkgo tree that stood next to the Surugawuka Hachimangu stone stairway in 1063 and appears in almost every old depiction of the shrine was finally blown down on March 10th, 2010. The remaining roots of the tree were later seen to be sprouting vigorously. The first record of Europeans encountering the species was in 1690 in Japanese temple gardens, where the tree was seen by the German botanist Engelbert Kempfer. Because of its status in Buddhism and Confucianism, the ginkgo was widely planted in Korea and in Japan since the 14th century. In Hiroshima, Japan, 6 trees from the 1945 atomic bomb explosion were among the few living organisms in the area to survive the blast. Although charred, the trees survived and were soon healthy again. Ginkgo has been used in traditional Chinese medicine since at least the 11th century. Ginkgo seeds, leaves, and nuts have traditionally been used to treat various ailments, such as dementia, asthma, bronchitis, and kidney and bladder disorders. The European Medicines Agency Committee on Herbal Medicinal Products concluded that medicines containing ginkgo leaf can be used for treating mild age-related dementia and mild vascular disease in adults. Thank you for watching The History of Herbs. Brought to you by dherbs.com.
Ginkgo biloba, good for dementia, among other things. Sweet Thumb says he has fenugreek. Gonna try that and a couple other herbs in hydroponic system in a couple of weeks. I wish you much success with that, Sweet Thumb. I'm definitely thinking about trying hydroponics. Um, dabbling my feet a little bit into the little hydroponics. At least for herbs, you know. Not on my vegetables and other things yet, but I definitely am seriously considering that for my herbs. Because I don't want to have dirt in my house. So I want to try the hydroponics. So we'll see. I'll keep y'all posted. So we did the ginkgo biloba. Flaxseed is really common. Uh, he mentioned ginseng. Okay, let's do flaxseed and then I'll go to ginseng because we he mentioned ginseng in the video we watched about fenugreek.
The History of Herbs. Flaxseed. Flaxseed, also known as common flax or linseed, is a flowering plant that is cultivated as a food and fiber crop. Flax is grown for its seeds, which can be ground into meal or turned into linseed oil, which is used as a nutritional supplement, and flax fibers, which are traditionally used for bed sheets, underclothes, and table linen. The earliest evidence of humans using wild flax as a textile comes from the present day Republic of Georgia, where spun, dyed, and knotted wild flax fibers found in the cave date to the Upper Paleolithic period, or 30,000 years ago. Flax was cultivated extensively in ancient Egypt, where the temple walls had paintings of flowering flax, and mummies were involved using linen. Phoenicians traded Egyptian linen throughout the Mediterranean, and the Romans used it for their sails. Europe and North America both depended on flax for plant-based cloth until the 19th century, when cotton overtook flax as the most common plant for making rag-based paper. Flax seeds occur in two basic varieties or colors, brown or yellow. Most types of these basic varieties have a similar nutritional characteristics and equal numbers of short chain omega 3 fatty acids. Yellow flax seeds, called soylent, have a similar oil profile to brown flax seeds, and both are very high in omega 3s. Flax seeds produce a vegetable oil known as flaxseed oil or linseed oil, which is one of the oldest commercial oils known to man. Flax seeds are 7% water, 18% protein, 29% carbohydrates, and 42% fat. In 100 grams, 3.5 ounces as a reference amount, flax seeds contain high levels, 20% or more, of the daily value of protein, dietary fiber, several B vitamins, and dietary minerals. Flax seeds are especially rich in thiamine, magnesium, and phosphorus. A meta analysis showed that consumption of more than 30 grams of flaxseed daily for more than 12 weeks reduced body fat. Thank you for watching The History of Herbs, brought to you by dherbs.com.
So flaxseed, y'all, not only is it good for you to wear it, but it's good for consumption. Let's see. Hey, Miss Linda, the New Orleans Gardener, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Hey, God's desire for me. Welcome in. I thank all y'all for being here with me tonight. So the next one we're gonna do, put that one off, is our ginseng. Make sure I got the right one.
These herbs can help lower blood sugar.
Okay, we did that one.
Jim Nema.
Ginseng.
The History of Herbs, Ginseng. One of the first written texts covering the use of ginseng as a medicinal herb was the Shengnang Pharmacopoeia, written in China in 196 AD. Although the roots are used in traditional Chinese medicine, the leaves and stems contain larger quantities of the phytochemicals than the roots and are easier to harvest. The herb has antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, anti-obesity, and antiviral properties, making it a popular herb for medicinal use even today. Research shows that ginseng helps improve circulation, boosts immunity, and protects against certain types of cancer. The powerful herb also has been shown to reduce blood sugar levels and improve diabetes treatments. Studies show that ginseng improves learning and memory acquisition, making it a popular anti-aging herb to support brain health in older adults. Ginseng also has been shown to reduce inflammation in the body and has potency for pain relief and inflammation reduction comparable to non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medications. Thank you for watching The History of Herbs, brought to you by dherbs.com.
Okay, y'all. So as we going through these herbs, it's reminding me of stuff that I experienced before I even started gardening on YouTube. But there's this gospel group called the Anointed Pace Sisters, and they have one of the sisters. I think she may be like one of. She's not the baby, but she's close to the baby. Um, Her name is Tracy, and I'm pretty sure if you guys have seen her like in some of Tyler Perry's plays, I don't think she did a movie, one of his movies, but she was in one of his plays. But Tracy has her Instagram page, and I want to say yeah, she has some videos on YouTube. Has a YouTube channel where she was taking care of her mother in the last few years of her mother's life. They had diagnosed her mother, I believe it was with cancer, and they sent her home on hospice. Well, you guys got to go watch it, and once you watch, you're gonna get hooked. These videos are old, but you got to go back and watch, the series that she does with her mom. She goes step by step. When the day that they brought her mom home, Tracy was the one that was in charge of taking care of her mom. And Tracy changed her mom's diet. She used mainly herbs and everything to prolong her mother's life. They sent her mom home saying that she only had a couple of weeks to live. So when Tracy changed her diet, she included a lot of herbs. She was doing a lot of smoothies, incorporating it into her everyday foods. And she noticed that with that change, her mom's energy started coming back. She even was able to get up out the bed and start, you know, getting around a little bit more. Just from her changing her diet, prolonged her life for some years. Now, the doctors had told her she had weeks. And when Tracy changed her mom's diet, she was able to live, not only just live, but she was comfortably living. She wasn't like in agony and pain and all uncomfortable. Those herbs helped prolong her mother's life. So that stuff, these things that we're learning really does work. And Tracy even lost weight herself, which is how she learned how to take care of her mother, because before her mother got sick, if anybody knows that group, their family is always were big women. And Tracy started on her journey with weight loss. And so she was able to shed a lot of her weight going using herbal things. So I would encourage you guys to check out uh, Tracy. I'm gonna have to link her Instagram and YouTube in the description after the video, so y'all can check that out. But herbs do work, y'all. They do work. Let's see which one I said I was gonna go to horsetail. Let me go ahead and do that. I don't know why I keep skipping over horsetail for whatever reason, but let's go ahead and do it, and then I'll go back up to cinnamon.
Don't buy another pair of glasses until you've seen what this new invention can do. These self-adjustable
Hey folks, how's it going? So, I'm getting rained on. It just started raining, but it's like 85 degrees out and it's only raining right here. Over there it's not. Like 20 feet over there it's not. And I always thought that was so neat when it does that. But anyhow, we're here in the beautiful Blue Mountains of Northeast Oregon, right next to the mighty Umatilla River. Or way up river, so she looks a little smaller, but don't let her fool you. She's a massive river. And I want to talk to you today about horsetail. No, not your horse's tail, the plant horsetail. Horsetail is an amazing ally. Look at this big lush patch. Isn't this fantastic? Check it out. Woo! She's like, this is all individual plants. Wow. Wow, she is just really, really happy here. Now, some of you might be familiar with horsetail, and excuse me, lady, I'm going to take a little video. One singular gal here. Let me sit my bony ass on these rocks. Oh, that's actually really hot from the sun. Like 5 minutes ago, it was like so sunny. I'm like, I don't know if I can stand there and do that video, so I'm gonna hope the clouds hold so I don't, burst into flames. So horsetail. A lot of you might be familiar, but again, those of you who aren't, she is fantastic for supporting kidney function. If you've got like bladder infections, kidney stones, incontinence. Did I say that right? I think it is. If you piss yourself in the night or whatever is causing it, no judgment. I've got a mom bladder. Every time I sneeze, I'm like, come on. Oh, I peed myself when I sneeze. But she is really fantastic for strengthening the bladder. And she's all in all really good for being a natural diuretic. That means she makes you pee more. That is kind of how she's helping with kidney infections, right? Because we're flushing that bacteria out. But also because she does that, she's a natural diuretic. So if you've got like edema, like water retention, and it could be from anything from your kidneys aren't happy to you don't have enough, or you have too much salt in your diet. It's not enough usually, is the opposite way. Or like you just really, really need to get that water tension down and out of your body and you're bloated, anything like that, she's fantastic. But did you also know that she is amazing for hair health, right? You take this lady you cure her or dry her, and you can check out how to cure herbs on my YouTube channel if you're watching on Instagram, or if you're on YouTube, just dig through there because it's different than drying. But anyhow, you can make an oil infusion, or you can boil it and make a hair rinse. And that silica is really going to help to strengthen your hair, give you good shine, get rid of those split ends, and really support natural follicle health, which is ultimately how your hair is healthy. If your follicles aren't happy, your hair isn't happy, right? Now, when it comes to internal use, it's important to know that because she can make you pee a lot, she has the potential to push too much potassium out of your body. So this is one of those allies, if you're making a tea or a tincture, that you need to not use her for more than like 2 or 3 days in a row, right? Like give yourself a break. But there's a lot of herbs, and most herbs are like that, even if they're safe for daily use. Consider giving your body a break. 2 or 3 days, a day or two off, 2 or 3 days. But with this one, I also like to say make sure that you're eating foods that have a good amount of potassium, things like dates and bananas and just all those kind of things. But on a note about internal use, now if you are going to make a tea out of her, check it out. I want you to find these itty bitty little babies. I want you to find these little ladies because these ones have far less silica in them. Because what can actually happen if you get these really big ones, like up here, if you get these really big ones, they have a lot more silica in them, right? Because they've had more time to grow, and they're pulling that silica out of the soil, right? And what happens is you drink that silica, and a lot of people are like, oh, it just passes through. I'm like, yeah, but it passes through your bladder too because she's really microscopic, and it can be harmful if you've got something like kidney disease. And generally, if you're going to consume her in that way, you want to consume her when she's pretty small. But if you come across a big patch and you're worried about your kidneys and you don't want to chance that silica, that's okay. Make a tincture out of her, right? The tincture isn't really going to extract any real amount of the silica. A lot of people don't realize that tinctures don't get enough, nutrients and things in them, including minerals, to really matter. So a tincture is a really fantastic option if you don't want that extra silica in your body and potentially agitating, a kidney condition. But she is just a really amazing ally. There are all different varieties of her. I have never come across one that I've read about yet that is toxic to use, but definitely figure out what variety you're working with in your area. There's some that grow in fields, there's some that grow along the rivers here, and she's pretty easy to identify. Typically, I'm not working with the horsetail that you would call bald horsetail, where I think there was some growing over there where it's just a big stalk that doesn't have the leaf on it. You really, really want the leaf on her. And again, you can get a little bit closer here and just really check her out. Again, most of them are gonna look like this. She's gonna look like this. Most varieties are going to look like this. Now, if you find a stand, again, that's bald, meaning it doesn't have these hairs, I don't typically work with those. And I'll be honest, I was just raised being told not to. So I don't know if there's anything really behind it. Oh, there's that sun. But I just, I respect what I was taught by, my grandmothers, so I just don't work with the bald ones. And honestly, I've never really dug into it. I probably could dig into it further, but so the most important thing to know is that you are absolutely smart enough to get out here. Go walk along your river in a marshy field. She typically likes to grow in places that are relatively warm. I would avoid gathering her from roadside ditches. She likes to grow there because that's where water pools, right? But that's also where a lot of heavy metals and dangerous chemicals and stuff can get you. I'm gonna move over here before I burst into flame, and you can follow me because he's getting blinded too. Oh, and then I can show you the bulb. The bulb one. So I'll drop that over here in place. See? Here is the bulb variety. So I don't work with her. I work with her, right? They're in the same genus, they're in the same plant family, but they're two different ladies, and I don't work with the bald ones. Aren't they neat looking? They kind of remind me of little ocean creatures, right? And they're past their bloom stage, but oh look, these ones right here. They have this really neat tip on the top of them, right? And I just think that's pretty neat. But all in all, the most important thing, and I already said this, but I'm going to say it again because it's absolutely true. You are smart enough to do this. Get out here, be cute.
Okay, so that was horsetail, y'all. And she showed you both two varieties, the one that you really should get and the other one that you should avoid. Okay, let's see, we got time for one more. Let me remind you guys, oh, Mike said he's back. He had to put up two shelves for his wife. Sweet Thumb says, I haven't heard of horsetail. Me neither. I hadn't heard of it until I saw it for the first time at the farmer's market for the spring down here. Um, that's when I found out about toothache plant. I was like toothache and horsetail, so I found out about those two. So the last one we're gonna do tonight is cinnamon, because that's the easy one that y'all can get for Plant a Garden challenge. So let's see what they say about cinnamon. Cinnamon.
The history of herbs. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is a spice obtained from the inner bark of several tree species in the genus Cinnamomum. It was imported to Egypt as early as 2000 BC, and ancient Egyptians used cinnamon in their embalming process. Cinnamon was so highly prized among ancient nations that it was regarded as a gift fit for monarchs and even the gods. The first mention of this particular spice was in the Old Testament. Moses is commanded to use sweet cinnamon in holy anointing oils. In Proverbs, the lover's bed was perfumed with myrrh, aloe, and cinnamon. As a sign of remorse, the Roman Emperor Nero ordered an entire year's supply of cinnamon to be burnt as an offering after he murdered his wife in 65 AD. Cinnamomum vernum, which translates from Latin as true cinnamon, is native to India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. Cinnamomum cassia is native to China. Related species, all harvested and sold in the modern era as cinnamon, are native to Vietnam, Indonesia, and other Southeast Asian countries with warm climates. Cinnamon is an evergreen tree characterized by oval shaped leaves, thick bark, and berry fruit. When harvesting the spice, the bark and leaves are the primary parts of the plant used. Cinnamon is often utilized in savory dishes of chicken and lamb, and it is also used in Portuguese and Turkish cuisine for both sweet and savory dishes. Cinnamon powder has long been an important spice in enhancing the flavor in Persian cuisine and is used in a variety of thick soups, drinks, and sweets. Medieval physicians used cinnamon in medicines to treat coughing, hoarseness, and sore throats. The spice was also valued for its preservative qualities for meat due to the phenols, which inhibit the bacteria response for spoilage, with the added bonus of the strong cinnamon aroma masking the stench of aged meats. Several modern studies have linked cinnamon to better blood sugar levels. Studies show it may help curb blood sugar by lowering insulin resistance. In one study, volunteers ingested from 1 to 6 grams of cinnamon for 40 days. The researchers found out that cinnamon cut cholesterol by about 18% and blood sugar levels by 24. Thank you for watching The History of Herbs.
So there's another one you guys can add to your list. Well, we added to our list. You can add to your um, add to your list for the Planter Garden TV challenge. So that's all I have for tonight, y'all. I'm trying to remember. David had one, but I can't remember. I'm gonna have to go back and look. It was one that he asked me about. I'm gonna go back and look that he asked me about to add to the list. But I'll get it there. I'll get it there. But I hope I gave y'all some last minute things that y'all can use for the challenge. Mike said somebody was hungry to eat the bark, right? Like whose idea? How you find out that it was tasting good? Like who went over there and beat it? What you was thinking about to go there and bite it? Plus, it takes water out your mouth. I always wonder who was the first and how they convinced others to try herb or food. Right. That's thank you, sweet Dom. That's what it was. Let me add it to the list before I forget. Let me add it right now. Got it. Okay. Okay. I have made the spreadsheet for the homemade remedies, but I haven't uploaded it. So once I refresh this one, I'll upload it tonight while I'm watching FR Humphrey and Sifting Some Soil. Y'all know they go live tonight at 11 Central Time. So that's in about less than 45 minutes. Oh, he said, but Kisi is a fruit. I'll look up and make sure if it have any medicinal properties. I just won't add, and I'll take it off our list if it's not considered. Parts of it is not considered as a herb because even if it's a fruit, you know you can use the leaves and stuff. So um, what was I saying? Oh, I am going to be joining Mona and Sifting Some Soil, who is Mona, and FR Humphrey tonight at 11 for their Sunday night live with friends for the night owls and the day walkers. If you're not one, we'll see y'all tomorrow in the YouTube streets. So, excuse me. And I just want to say thank y'all for sticking with me so far in this herbs deep dive into our medicinal herbs, going way back from my ancestors, your ancestors, everybody's ancestors, going back and getting that information so that we can keep it in this present time and then pass it on to our children and hopefully they can pass it on to their children and we'll be able to revive some things that we have lost in the past. So I thank y'all for being here. Again, I said I will update our list on my community page. I will add the remedies and I will also add a recipe. Sylvia Fit Never Quit gave us a recipe for a vinaigrette. So I'm gonna make a spreadsheet and add that to it with just recipes. So if you guys have any recipes that you want to submit for our recipe spreadsheets for our medicinal herbs, feel free to email me at bayousugargarden@gmail.com and we'll add that to the list. So again, thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate all of you. Mike said food is medicine too. Yes. GT said cool. All right. I'll see you in a little while, GT. So I thank all of y'all for coming in. We will see y'all again next weekend. Don't forget, Friday is the deadline to upload your video for the Planter Garden TV challenge. Also, Mike and GT are still doing the winter indoor gardening challenge is still going on. So you guys don't forget to support that. Bougie Prepper is still doing the squat challenges. Um, yeah, I think that's it. So I thank y'all all for being here. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you later in these YouTube streets. Peace and have a good Monday.